1,200 calories. Is that a little too extreme? I don't know. Less? So you math? Yeah, math. I've counted calories in the past. I was not successful. I generally have a hard time tracking everything that went into each meal that I ate, especially at the end of the day when I'm just tired and I want to sit down. I don't remember what I ate. I don't remember how many tablespoons I put in or how many portions out of the serving sizes I actually used. Yeah, so I'll say I did 1,800 calories in a day and I probably did 20 over, maybe, I don't know, probably more than that. I have a hard time with that. I need to try again. This time, I'm going to do 1,200 calories. Is that a little too extreme? Is that easy? I don't know. Have you ever done calorie counting? If you're like the normal person, I'm guessing you probably counted, got miserable, got annoyed with what you could and couldn't eat, and it didn't go very long or very far. I'm gonna try a different method this time. Instead of randomly eating food and just trying to figure it out as I go, which never works out well. You end up at dinner time with only 200 calories left, and it's dinner time, and that's the biggest meal. It's got the most amount of calories. You're not gonna eat 200 calories for your dinner. You want 400 calories, 500 calories. Restaurant, 1,000 calories. Have you ever seen what the calorie count is when you go to a restaurant, fast food, anything like that? Like you're serving your meal, it's like 800 calories. We're gonna do things a little bit differently this time. You're just a casual walker and you're not busting your butt in the gym 5 days a week, you need to lower your calories because you're not burning it off in other methods. I assumed that 2,000 calories was the normal thing that people need for maintaining their weight. So anything less than that, you're losing weight, right? Like less means less. So you math? Yeah, math. Well, it's not really the case, is it? So anybody else that's done research or has spent some time in the calorie counting world, there's a little bit more to it. Obviously, the quality of the calories makes a huge difference. How much you're wanting to actually lose also plays a big role. I wanted to lose about a pound a week. I'm about 30 pounds overweight, and I would love to be in a better area, more ideal by the new year, by the holidays. I don't know, I'll probably screw up by the time I get to the holidays because cookies and pie. So I decided to do some research. I took my preconceived information online and just did a quick search to find out what I am supposed to be at with my height and my age and my, active lifestyle or non-active lifestyle. And once I got that information, I plugged in what it would take for getting down. What do I actually need in a day's worth of calories to lose moderately a pound a week. And those numbers you can't just make up out of thin air, because reality, when I actually took the time to get those numbers, it was definitely a little bit different than I thought. I thought 1,800 would make a big difference, but as you can see, there's a little difference, a little bit different than what I assumed would give me the weight loss that I wanted. That was my starting point. From there, I decided that I wasn't going to just jump into the deep end and start throwing food on my plate, only to randomly realize I overdid the calories because I didn't have a plan. I started off with whatever I wanted to eat, counted the calories, ate whatever I wanted for lunch, counted the calories, got to dinner time and realized I used up a whole bunch of calories, and now I'm stuck with a food I don't want and probably overeating because I'm pissy and I want to eat what I want to eat, and now I can't, and I hate it when somebody tells me I can't, so I'm gonna do it anyway. No, I'm gonna do the opposite. Okay, so this is such a simple concept, and I don't know why I've had so many issues applying this, but instead of just going through your day, tracking what you eat, take one day that is heavy mental labor load, plan everything out, right? Grocery shop, make sure you have what you need, and then you follow it. You don't have to calorie count throughout the day because you already know that the meal that you're eating has been counted and is approved, and you've covered all your areas. Why does that sound so, it's so simple. Like most people that have been successful in this area go, duh. That's what you're supposed to do. For people who are not organized or don't really make really good plans ahead of time, that is a game changer. So that is gonna make a huge difference. So I'm gonna take Sunday, I am going to make my full meal plans for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, everything, have the calories already pre-figured out, no work on the spot. And I'm going to just eat them. And that's it. I don't have to follow along in a notebook. I don't have to remember how many tablespoons I put in of something. I don't have to go back and try to remember, did I add that extra thing? Did I go back for a second? Like it's already done, planned and approved. I just have to do it. And before you get, like I was getting, overwhelmed at the thought of, okay, yeah, all the labor done one day, great for the rest of the week, but I still have all the labor to do the work on that one day. Don't stress, that's all done too. Tens of thousands of people in the world have been losing weight and counting calories and training and coaching and putting together programs, and it's already done. You just think of what you want and then you go to the websites, type it in, and that's it. If you're going to do 1,200 calories in a day, 300 calories for breakfast, 400 calories for lunch, and 500 calories for dinner. There you go. Okay, got your numbers. You're gonna go to the internet and you're going to type in 300 calorie meal plan for breakfast using whole foods, go. And you're gonna find it. You're gonna find exactly 300 calories, or they're gonna tell you what the calorie is, what the items are, and then you just print it off, grocery shop, and you already know that when you make that meal, you're at the 300 calories. You do the same thing for lunch, do the same thing for dinner, do the same thing for your snacks. Type in exactly what you want. It's amazing. So I spent some time researching online different meals that I wanted to do with the different counts that I had put in. I'm a vegetarian, so I added in the vegetarian part. And the whole foods, just make sure that you're not, that's telling the recipe plan to not give you any processed food alternatives that are prepackaged, that are gonna be loaded with salt and extra calories that you don't actually need. A nice little thing that you can filter out what food recipes you're getting. I just browsed through till I found the ones that I wanted. With thousands to choose from and different websites, I was able to just jump around and grab the things that I wanted, just not put in the parts I didn't like. Like there was like a whole bunch with mushrooms and kale. I don't like mushrooms or kale. So I just didn't put in mushrooms and kale. And I just found an alternative like spinach or something else, cauliflower, that would be a similar calorie count and swapped it or even just left it out. It was so easy. It literally took out all the stress and it made the whole week enjoyable. Not only did I not have the stress of planning what I was gonna do for each meal, which is always a stress as a mom when you're trying to feed your kids, is what am I making for dinner tonight? What do we have in the fridge? It was all done. Work out what everybody needs. Just kind of copied and pasted that through the whole week. Here's how I did.
you.
Unfortunately, I did not get any film in because my lovely family was around and offering all kinds of wonderful help. But for the record, my wraps that I made were so much better than this picture. I did do fried egg and toast for dinner, and yes, it had avocado and tomato, and it was nowhere near as pretty as this picture, but it was pretty darn tasty, so yeah, it worked out. The next day I did some tea and I did a coffee later in the day, half a bagel and cream cheese. But for dinner we did a big family spaghetti dinner, and it was nowhere as dramatic as this picture, but it was pretty darn tasty, and I think we did really well overall. I did have some missed lunches and late breakfast because my daughter had camp, so there was a lot of running around that there isn't normally. And there was one cheat day, unfortunately, but it was a beautiful and delicious cupcake that my teenager made,